Hello! Today's video, much like the drink and figure within it, is going to be short and sweet. And I also want to say, Kaiju Live did not pay me to say any of this stuff, I really love them. So let's make some Jello shots, here we go! Obviously you'll need your lime gelatin, whatever brand you prefer. You'll also need small containers in which to put the Jello shots. I got these little things from the Dollar Tree. They're a little bit smaller than a full shot. If you want to go a little bit bigger, you can use something like a Dixie cup. Totally up to you. Just like in the other Evil Ujiak drink, you'll need your cola of choice and some spiced rum. So, I did a lot of math beforehand. I won't bore you with the details, but if you're curious, comment below, I'll type it all up. Also, if you're looking at what I'm doing and you think my math is off, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to do all my measuring with this measuring container here. I'm going to measure everything in ounces just to make it simple. Since this drink is 2 layers, we're going to separate out the powder from the top layer from the bottom layer. You're going to start by measuring out 3/4 of an ounce of Jello. If you want a slightly better ratio, I would use teaspoons and measure out 4 teaspoons. As you can see in a container like this, it's a little bit difficult to eyeball it and make sure that it's exactly flat, exactly on the line. So teaspoons might be a better option. Now set this somewhere where you're not going to lose it or spill it or have it get eaten by a pet for the next 4 hours. Now you're going to measure out 3 ounces of water, heat that in a pot. Doesn't have to boil, just has to get hot enough to dissolve the gelatin. Alright, once it's hot, pour in the remaining Jello mix. Stir it up until it's dissolved. Then you're going to want to pour in 5 ounces of whatever cola you chose. Mix it up a bit, but not too heavily so you don't lose too much carbonation. Once this is made, you can definitely still taste and feel some of that carbonation. You'll get that cola in there first to start cooling it down so the alcohol can keep as much of its potency as possible. Finally, you're going to add in 4 ounces, which is about half a cup of rum. That comes out to a little over 3 shots in total, so these won't be super potent, but they'll get the job done. Mix that all up, then you're ready to pour. Since this is just the bottom layer, you'll need to leave some room at the top for the top layer, so don't fill these all the way. And once your cups are poured, stick them in the fridge for about 4 hours. And once you think they've set enough, then you are ready for the top layer. Now this may seem a little silly, but heat up a single ounce of water in that pot. Don't let it go for too long or else the whole ounce will just burn off. Once that's hot, pour in the little bit of Jello mix that you set aside before, dissolve it in the water. You're going to want to pour in about 3 more ounces of water, mix it up, then pour the entire mixture into the rest of the cups. Let that sit in the fridge for a couple of hours, then you are good to go. And there we have our beautiful Jello shots. And they turned out fairly stable. Even though there's not that much alcohol in all these, there's about a little over 3 shots in total. You can definitely taste the rum. So please be careful. These are colored the way they are to best match these little guys. And who exactly are these? This little sparkly little spiky little cutie is known as Evil Ujiak. For those who don't know, they are the mascot of Kaiju Live. And if you haven't heard of Kaiju Live, I'll link to them below. They are a family-run kaiju figure auction right here on YouTube. They go live most Sundays. You can check them out on Facebook to get an updated schedule about when they're going to go live and what they're going to be selling that day. They also have a web store. I'll link to that below as well. Unfortunately, these little guys are not on their web store. Maybe they'll add them later at some point. I got these from their auction. They were just selling them straight out, about $6 a piece. And it sounds like they are going to do more in the future, maybe different colorways, and I am definitely looking forward to it. This guy is named Evil Ujiak because it's Kaiju Live backwards. I love that kind of stuff. Their design got turned into this artwork by Matt Frank, which then got turned into this resin figure by Alex Murdoch, and now these little dudes. I'm not 100% certain who created this little guy. It appears to be 3D printed resin, comes painted, the red eye, green down the back, fun sparkles on the head. I like these little dudes. This guy in the middle, this one does have some extra paint on the horn and in the mouth. And he seems to have some extra spray along the sides here. I don't know if they're random or it just got some extra love. Since these guys are small, they do have some small spiky bits. It is kind of sharp. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna, cut my finger open here, but be a little careful with these guys. And as an added bonus, these guys do glow in the dark. Let's check that out. Bear in mind, the black light I'm using is a Scholastic Book Fair pen light, and it's this strong. Light off, black light on. I like how reactive the glitter is on these guys. Nice glow. It looks so much more vivid in person, I promise. So here's the whole Evil Ujiak family. I hope to add to this as time goes on. Go check out Kaiju Live, buy a bunch of these guys so they'll keep making more of these guys. Enjoy the Jello shots, and as always, please drink responsibly.